Did you know a motor vehicle is still stolen in the United States every 48 seconds? And last year, that added up to 659,880 cars. A new one now costs about $50,000. That is not a stereo. That is a second mortgage on 4 wheels, and it can leave your driveway in about a minute. Here's the part that should bother you. A lot of those thefts do not look like the old movies anymore. Nobody smashes a window. Nobody jams a Slim Jim down the door. 2 people walk up in the middle of the day with a pair of cheap radio boxes they ordered online. Your key is still on the kitchen counter. About 60 seconds later, the car unlocks, starts, and leaves. The alarm never goes off because the car thinks you opened it. By the end of this, you will know the factory setting that turns that radio off. The same sleep mode Toyota, Lexus, Subaru, and Mercedes already put in the fob. A 20-second walk to the handle that proves it worked, and a couple of extra tricks for the spare in the junk drawer and the brands that hide the switch somewhere else. A Faraday pouch is $12 to $25, and it only works if the lining is still intact. An aftermarket alarm kit is $400 to $600 installed. This sequence is $0. I've been putting both fobs to sleep at night for months. I'm not going back to a bag I never test. Now here is how the steal actually works, because once you see it, the button combo makes sense. Your keyless fob is a tiny radio. As long as it has a battery, it is pinging a few meters around itself, waiting for the car to answer. A relay kit is just a long extension cord for that ping. One person stands near the house with a catcher, the other stands at the door with a transmitter. The car hears a key that is actually in the kitchen. Kill the ping, and there's nothing to stretch. That is the whole game. Here is exactly how you do it on a Toyota. And the same combo shows up on a lot of Lexus fobs too. Hold the lock button. Keep holding it. Press unlock twice. Watch the little LED on the fob. 4 flashes means it stopped transmitting. Some units flash 3 times. Orangeville Toyota, Gateway Toyota, in Edmonton, and Petawawa Toyota have all put this on camera or in writing, and they do not all count the same blink. Count what yours actually does. If the light does nothing, your year may not have the mode. Open the owner's manual and search power saving or battery saving. Do not invent a combo. Now the proof, because a blink on a piece of plastic is not the same as a locked door. Leave the fob in sleep, walk out to the car, touch the handle. It should stay locked. That is the whole test. If the door pops, you're not in sleep. Do the combo again. If it still pops, this hardware never had the mode and you skip to the extra tricks later. Wake it with any button. Unlock is the clean one. The driver's door opens and the broadcast is back. So this is a night thing, not a set it in 2019 and forget it thing. Sleep when you walk in, 1 button in the morning on the fob you're taking. Mercedes already printed this in the owner manual. On the GLA, they call it deactivating the function of the key. Hold lock, then press unlock twice in quick succession, lamp confirms. Subaru owner forms document the same, hold lock, double unlock, 4 flashes. Ford put a sleep-style defense on some Fiesta and Focus keyless cars in Europe. Honda and Hyundai often hide it in the dash or the infotainment instead of on the fob. Walk away, unlock off, smart entry off. If you drive one of those, that screen toggle is your version of this recipe. Year and model in the comments if your manual has a different line. I will not pretend I pressed every fob on earth. If this is already useful, subscribe. It is free. Members get the longer tests I keep off the main upload. Other brands and the spare key tricks are next, and those are the ones that quietly undo the whole job if you skip them. Now, the second problem, the spare. The fob in the junk drawer, the one you have not touched since 2022, is still whispering. Relay does not care which key is live. Sleep both, or you did half the recipe. The spare can stay slept until the morning you actually travel. Press a button that day, not every day. Here's a worthy little side effect. A CR2032 in daily use lasts about 1 to 2 years. Gateway service desk says a sleeping spare can stretch to 3 or 4. That is a $3 to $5 battery you stop replacing because a dead backup was still pinging the driveway from a bowl by the front door. Now, the detail almost nobody mentions. If you already own a Faraday pouch, test it the same way you tested sleep. Key in, zip it, walk to the handle. If the car unlocks, the nickel copper lining has cracked or the seam has split and the pouch is a sock. Temp covers 2026. Survey of 2,000 UK drivers found 27% of pouch owners have never run that test. Same walk, different tool. If you do not want to buy a pouch at all, a cheap metal cookie tin or an old ammo can is a Faraday cage you already have. Slept fobs go in the tin at night. 2 layers, still $0. One more placement trick that costs nothing. Do not leave the bowl on the table under the front window. Relay range is short, but it is not 0. A drawer on the far side of the house, or that tin on a bedroom dresser, makes the catcher's job harder even if you forget the buttons one night. One final trick, and it is the fastest. The mechanical key is still inside the fob. If you ever sleep it, drain the battery and lock yourself out, slide the hidden blade out, open the driver's door, then hold the dead fob against the start button with your foot on the brake. Toyota documents that induction read, "Sleep mode is not a dead battery. Sleep is a mute. A button wakes it. A dead cell needs the blade or that start button tap. While you're building the habit, park nose in against a wall when you can. There is a newer attack that talks to some cars through a headlight plug, and pointing the nose at brick does more for that than any fob setting. It is not the main recipe. It is the extra 30 seconds in the driveway. Put it together. Both fobs, hold lock, unlock twice, count the flashes, walk to the handle and confirm it stays dead. Cookie tin or a tested pouch for the night. Spare stays slept. One button in the morning on the key you're taking. Nose in when the spot allows it. Money once. Because that is why this is sitting in the same family as the laundry gel. Pouch, $12 to $25, plus a new one when the mesh fails. Alarm kit, $400 to $600 installed. Sleep mode, 0. NICB counted 659,880 stolen cars in the United States last year. One every 48 seconds. I'm not going to invent a Canadian insurance number for your driveway. I'm going to say the setting costs nothing, the walk takes 20 seconds, and a $50,000 car should not leave because a fob was chatting from the counter. If this puts your fob to sleep tonight, send it to whoever still keeps keys in a bowl by the front window. Drop the year, make, and what the LED did. 4 flashes. 3 flashes, or nothing. So the next person with your exact fob does not have to guess. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.